chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know.
Oh yeah, 'cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylights there. Welcome. We're going to do a wine tasting today. My name is John Mazz. I'm here on behalf of Spill and Western Wine Merchants in Orlando. We're going to go over the wines we're tasting for the club this month. And we are starting with Harmony Cellars White Riesling from Monterey, California. You might ask, what's the difference between White Riesling and any other Riesling? Actually, nothing. It's just the name. It's what California folks have called Riesling a long time ago. They used to call it White Riesling or Johannesburg Riesling, but it's just Riesling. This is a little drier style, and I was doing a little homework on it, and I actually found a video of the winemaker himself doing a tasting with it and going over how it was made and harvested and doing a little tasting. And so I'm taking the easy way out on this one. And so let's see. I think his name is Chuck. Let's see what he has to say.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Hey, Chuck, why don't you shoot that Riesling thing?
What?
Why don't you shoot the Riesling thing?
Oh, all right, I'll be right out. Oh, God. I'm getting too old for this. Hi, welcome back to Harmony Cellars. I'm Chuck Mulligan, a winemaker. And today we're here to talk about our White Riesling. Been doing White Riesling since we started back in 1989. It's a fun wine to make, and we're using fruit out of the Monterey area, north of where we are down here in Harmony. It's an area that's pretty cool, gets lots of fog, it sticks around, and the fruit, this is one of the actually last fruits that come in for me. It's only 21 bricks. We harvest at night, keep the fruit nice and cold. It comes into the winery where we go right into the press with it. We don't bother destemming at all. Juice comes out, we settle it for a few days, and then we call it racking, which is where we remove the clean juice from what's settled at the bottom of the tank. That's put into a tank. We add a nice yeast to it that emphasizes a lot of the thiols and the very fruity aromas that Riesling has. And we let it out to ferment at 45 degrees. That's pretty cold. Usually they say 50 degrees is about as low as you can go, but the yeast I'm using does just fine at that temperature. It takes a long time, but I think it works out really well. We're able to trap a lot of the beautiful estery, flowery aromas that this wine offers up. And one of the really neat things about Riesling is it has a chemical in it called terpene. It's kind of related like turpentine. It's kind of a molecule that's similar. And when the yeast act on it, it just is very, very unique, very special for Riesling. It kind of a petrol-y smelling aroma, but in a really good way, a very kind of fruity, sweet way. It's very hard to explain unless you've experienced it. First thing that jumps out at me is it's very fruity, but and you taste a little bit of sweetness as it's coming over your tongue, but right away, crisp acidity just kind of cleans that sweetness off, so it's not like cloying on your palate. It's just a very pleasant taste, and it just lingers. So what what do you pair Riesling with as far as food? I like pairing it with spicy food from you name where, but especially Thai food. It tastes really, really good. Kind of helps to soften the harsh chilies that you get in that cuisine. I also like it with fresh fruit. It's icy, icy, icy cold by the pool. It just works really, really nicely. One of my favorite dishes to make with this is barbecued chicken, but instead of finishing it with like a barbecue sauce, I make a combination of honey, fresh lemon juice, maybe a little bit of the lemon rind in the mix, along with some rosemary. Let the chicken get pretty close to being done, and maybe the last 10 minutes start basting it with that mixture. And it just coats that chicken, gives it a kind of a stickiness. The aroma of the rosemary goes with some of that really high floral kind of aromas from the Riesling. It's just a really, really pleasant pairing, and I love it. So anyway, that's our Riesling. I hope you get to give it a go, and hopefully we'll see you soon up here at the winery.
Thank you, Chuck. And so I hope you have, I'm sure you have some of this in your glass by now. And I concur with everything the winemaker said. How can he be wrong? But yeah, this is a wine that is very good acidity, and he mentioned some foods to go with it. And all high acid wines are great food wines, particularly with foods with higher acid. He talked about the barbecue sauce, and my wife Jennifer here reminded me of the vinegar and barbecue sauce is one of the reasons that's a good pairing. The fresh fruits and the acidity there. Jennifer also asked me about the blue bottle, which I got to look into the history of a little bit. I know that's a very traditional bottle in Germany for Riesling. Undoubtedly, that's why they've used it here. But at any rate, Chuck did most of the talking, so I'm going to stop there. But I hope you enjoy this, and check out the rest of the videos. And we will see you on the next go around. Take care.